I welcome you all to the 180th meeting of Velu Toastmasters Club. To make sure the meeting runs smoothly, please put your mobiles in silence. If you ever regret to leave this meeting room, only do so when you hear an applause. Please stay on mute unless you come on to the stage, and don't forget to enjoy the show. In order to grow, the Toastmasters have a mission to provide a mutual positive learning environment where members can develop their communication skill and leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence. Let me start with a question. Who likes song? Sorry. Who loves song? Yeah, people don't love songs. I like song.
Does it love song?
Why you think you love songs? What makes you to love?
It gives happiness.
What makes you to love songs? I like songs. I don't love songs.
Okay, what makes you to like song?
I want you, everybody, to close your eyes and think of a song which makes you happy, which brings you a moment that you love the most. Yeah, open your eyes. Yeah, Monica, what song you love? What song you just think of?
Now, when we get older, I will be strong with that song.
My all-time favorite song is Celebrate from Avila.
That's so romantic.
Any song, yeah. Like when you love from the movie songs.
Wow.
I love songs because it brings me joy. It makes me to feel happy and bring me to a good mood. Most of the people can't say I don't love songs because it's deeply connected with their life and their heart. When you love something deeply connected with your heart, you never feel bad, like you always find joy. Stand on the stage with the presiding officer, Toastmaster Big Mega.
First step in mastering public speaking is to wake up after having a full meal in a Sunday afternoon and you will decide come to this meeting. That's all official myself to make me today history. Anybody in this room have got disqualified because you have exceeded the time limit in Toastmaster speech, be it table topics, prepared speech, evaluation. Nobody has ever got disqualified. You have.
I don't have.
In which you got disqualified, Toastmaster, correct?
Mostly evaluation.
So, you know, right, when I was showing a card and you said how the was against, then why do you think that you got disqualified? And what you did to not get disqualified next time? Can you share it?
I had a lot of feedback to share, and I thought that they are very, very valuable. Next time I said I go after and some.
Yeah. So when it comes to prepared space, actually we prepared ourselves already that this 30 seconds will give this much. But when it comes to evaluation, we did not prepare anything much. So we could not calculate exact 30 seconds when we are actually delivering when we are not reaching it.
That makes sense. Do you have any points, Manish?
Sorry, I
Do you have any points like you have taken that not to get disqualified to the next time?
So we are asking how do I plan to improve?
being online. Yeah.
Trying qualifications. Maybe be prepared for coming to the stage. Having in mind the different times, okay, for 100 I speak with students, I speak with students. So having the pre-plan taken forward.
Can you believe that this happened yesterday in World Champion of Public Speaking? Not one contestant, two contestants got disqualified because they exceeded the time. Do you think that guys might have not practiced?
Might be the laughter that exists and the salary audience laugh, pause, audience laugh by possible things.
But you see, they might have given the same speech to the club, area level, division level, district level, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then finals. You imagine the pain of getting disqualified in the World Championship. They might have rehearsed it many times, right? Even you deliver the speech 1,000 times in somewhere in the stage is always a stage. It brings you butterfly. It heats up the moment. It makes you anxious, nervous. Anything can happen. Maybe, as John said, when the audience might take a few more seconds to laugh. So, in order to avoid disqualification, I would say maybe we should try to limit our speed to 7 minutes, 15 seconds at least. Maybe somebody else should not get disqualified, right? So I'm very happy that not just you all have never faced disqualification in that speech. Let's get to the same. The World Championship. I hope you all can be there. With this, now it's time to introduce a special person. I think I like one thing about her. She always get bored whatever she does. This has made her from switch from being an IT professional to positive designer, digital marketer, so many things. We all should have that motive in our life. Only when we are bored, we'll try that new thing. I hope you all will have faced the rule that is. It's none other than our Toastmaster Bani as TM.
Okay, that's good, everyone. So, how many of you have ever participated in front of a group of people? I think this is the wrong question. Okay, so how many of you have wondered how to keep your audience interested throughout your speech? Good. Excellent. Okay, so I'm Bani Vijay, I'm social media manager. And today I'm going to roll off the AM. So, what is our theme today?
Crafting,
Okay, crafting content and capturing content. Okay, so how do we pronounce this, content or content? Okay, even I had this doubt. So I searched in Google. So it says if you are using this spelling as a noun, you should pronounce it as content. If it is an adjective, you should pronounce it as content. Okay, so we go with content. Okay, so as the theme says, crafting content. How many of you have Instagram account and used to post on Instagram, social media? How many of you used to watch reels on Instagram? Okay, I think everyone here uses YouTube, right? To watch videos, news. Okay, so a well-crafted content, okay, captures the audience in social media. Say like that, a well-crafted or a well-delivered speech will capture the audience in public speaking. This we all know, but how to do that? So I have combined what I'm practicing in social media management. We have 4 important steps in content creation. So that I am linking that to the public speaking. So number one is know your audience. Okay. So in this, what we do, we use something called customer persona. Okay, what we will do, we will analyze what is or who's our target audience. Okay, so if we combine that to public speaking, you should know who your audience is. You agree?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, if it is a club level, you already know who will be there and what kind of audience will be there. But if it is ICSC contest or a level contest, you would have, you don't know. Okay? In that condition, what as a social media manager, what we will do, we will have two customer personas. Persona number one and your persona number one will be known audiences. So if I am running a shop, a toy shop, I already know my customers will be parents, kids, like that. Same applies to the club level meeting. If you're giving a speech in a club level meeting, you will already know the audience. So this customer persona number one. And number two will be the general audience. Okay, why you should know these audiences? Because if you know your audience, their age, their interest, their communication level, if you know all these, you will prepare your speech based on that. Is it Greek and Latin? Why? Okay. So number two is crafting a compelling story. So whatever the content may be, you should craft a story around it. Same applies to public speaking. If I am doing a speech like this, as I am doing it right now, you will be engaged. But if I am connecting this to a story, definitely you all will be interested. Okay, so with this, I'm pausing my session here, and we are moving to the first part of our club meeting. So, for the benefit of the guest, we have three sections in our club meeting. First section will be prepared speeches. Second will be tabletop sessions, and the third will be evaluation. So, before moving to the prepared speeches, I would like to call the general evaluator of today, Toastmasters.
I'll be playing as a general evaluator. As a general evaluator, it's my responsibility to provide overall evaluation for the meeting. And for that, I won't be doing that all. I have a time. And I would like to introduce today's lineup. And I would like to start with the lineup. Today's lineup of the paper was not part of this.
Hello, dear customers. Good afternoon. Today I am playing a diamond. Today we have only one speaker, and then training session is there. Training session we have 20 minutes minimum time and maximum 25 minutes. Prepared finisher 5 to 7 minutes. Evaluator 2 to 3 minutes. Tabletop as usual 1 to 2 minutes. I will alert the every speaker with the help of the green card, yellow card, and red card. I will note down and finally, after the session, I will intimate to them.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to the sanitary table. Today's alcohol will be taken.
Yes, as a founder, I will keep a room of the pillar was used by the participants in the state, such as okay, so, like, me, right, everything. So, try to avoid these filler words when called upon by the general evaluator and come up with very good. Thank you.
Thank you, all. The final one today is grammarian, and today's grammarian is by Vivian by Okay. You will do. And it will be replaced by Toastmasters. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. As a grammarian, today I'm going to note down all your activities.
pay attention to a language usage, any improper language, or any outstanding words or thought. As a grammarian, my role to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is contemplate. The meaning of the word is commonly used to represent deep thinking about something. The usage of the word. She sat by the window to contemplate the future after the recent visit. I appreciate if you use the word of the day in your speech. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, that actually, and we will contemplate about the meeting and we will come up with a detailed explanation, detailed report once again. Thank you. And the hand of the stage back to PMOD. One person.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Postmaster Notice. I would like to hear from our guest. Your name, the right of you can know.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Dr. Ravi Shankar. I am a veterinary doctor from Vellore. In the second session, I am attending this Toastmasters club. Previously, the morning session was not convenient to me as I am into government service and also I am in practice. So, Bharat informed me about the changing of timing in the app. So, it will be continuing only to continue with the Toastmaster club. Even though professionally you are a doctor, in communication aspects, Vellore people, very much lagging behind in language aspects when compared to Vellore and North Indian people. So I had a long desire of attending such sessions in Vellore. So some months back only, when I was browsing in the FB only, I came to know this type of club happening in Vellore. So I would like to thank the club members, and I will try to attend every session as much as possible. Again, thank you, one and all.
Okay, now we are moving on to the first section of our club meeting, that is prepared speeches. Today we have a speaker. Before introducing him, I would like to introduce the evaluator of the prepared speech. He is a good leader managing a successful team in CMC. So I would like to call Toastmaster Ramesh for the evaluation.
Very good evening to all of you. So, my target speaker is going to be Toastmaster John Pradeep, and he's pursuing engaging human pathway, and he's doing his level 2 project 3, and his project name is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. So I spell out the spell. See, the objective of this evaluation is going to be the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. So this is the purpose statement. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of previous experiences as a coach. So during this speech, what I will be doing is I will be evaluating. The speech is about a time when the member was a protege. It may be from any time of his life. The member may discuss any aspect of the member's experience. The speech should not be a report on the content of the introduction to Toastmasters mentoring project. Okay.
So we are going to call upon the first speaker, who is an enthusiastic database life coach as you all know. Okay, Toastmaster John. Do it now, Toastmaster John. Toastmaster John, do it.
This was during my college days. I was actually applying makeup for my junior to be going to be doing my performance. So I was painting white, and that's when I get a call. I get so angry in that call that I throw this makeup bottle on the wall, white color paint splashes, and the bottle breaks, and the whole room is filled with glass pieces. We were supposed to be in that room for the next 3 days, and the glass pieces were like clearly clean. So everybody was just getting reminded of my anger then. And this call was from my mentor. And you know what? I actually did not know he was his mentor. Yeah, he was my mentor until today morning, when in a hurried way I needed to prepare a Toastmaster speech. I was going through my modules on Toastmaster site, and I look at things that a mentor would do to you, things that you would receive from your mentor. Let me introduce you to Mr. Balaji, who came in as the cultural coordinator of our college. Now, he did not just like, our college is really greatly known for cultures. Like, we go for national competitions and international competitions. We never had a cultural coordinator in life. Suddenly, he came in as a cultural coordinator because the chairman married his sister. And then I was like, oh, so because of that, he became the cultural coordinator. He holds a degree in dance and all of those things, but I only one time have seen him in dance, okay? He holds a degree in classical dance. But he was celebrating something, he came there and danced, and I was like, this fellow's professor surely had the self-esteem lesser than me about my own dancing, that the professor gave him a degree in dancing. So bad his dance was, this fellow has finished a degree in dance and become a cultural coordinator. But it was not just that. Just the moment he came and said, just because he's the brother-in-law of the chairman of the college, he threw one super extravagant inter-collegiate festival. And he made me the coordinator of it. 3 days festival. For the 2 days before the festival, 1 day after the festival, and during the festival, I actually slept for like 6 hours. I did everything for the first time there. And this fellow was having super fun out there, saying, oh, that's organized by me. And I was so angry because he actually didn't know how to run this whole event itself. It all fell on me because I was the cultural secretary at that particular time. I was super angry on him. One evening, we were finishing college, we were actually going back to our rooms, and he suddenly came and said, John, tomorrow, Jamal Muhammad College, there is a festival happening. I want you to get your team ready for a performance. We usually have one mind performance, team play performance ready. We go do that and get prize and come. We are good at that. I said, yes, super, but he said, no. Tomorrow's festival has a theme to it, and you have to create a new mind and a new skill. He didn't tell me where to practice, what to practice, how to get everything together. Those were times when WhatsApp was not existing. I ran around, pulled people out in the college buses, took them to one of my seniors' rooms. None of us had any money in hand. Senior had sugar and tea. We ran the whole night on black tea. Early in the morning, 6 o'clock, when wine on street play was ready, I told my juniors, go, just brush teeth and come, let's board the bus and go win. We went there, we got first place in both of these things. But I was still angry because this person could have at least been there for moral support. No? He didn't. He just gave me the job and he went off. And the third was this incident that I told you in the beginning. I was in Shastra University. It's a festival that is a huge deal. And whenever we go to any place, we don't come back without winning in all. It's like completely like we are full on super duper team out there. But that morning, I needed help. I was the only trainer there putting makeup for everybody, costume for everybody, arranging things. This person is waking up at his home and he's like, John, is everything ready? And something happened in the conversation. I said, I'm not getting appreciation, I'm getting pushed too much. I am pressurized and I am supposed to throw my phone, but I threw the makeup things. And he knew, saying, I am not like feeling really good. He said, okay, John, tomorrow morning there is a street play. I was like, you did not tell me about the street play. And he said, new street play. I said, no, I'm not doing this. He said, don't worry, John, I will do it. I said, okay, you are going to do this street play. I'm going to sit and watch this. That evening, he comes. The whole day I was there. And that evening he comes. He comes in the evening with one wine bottle. He said, John, come. We both get into his car. He gives me the wine and says, John, chill, because he worked too much. It's like, hey, nice. I'm going to do this So car lights on, we were chilling inside the college and the watchman comes catches us. I want to get the randomly. He goes out there, faces everything. He doesn't like make anything fall on me. And then he comes back. 11 o'clock in the night, the team is standing in front of us. He's sitting here and I'm sitting in the corner and I'm going like, let's see how you create a screenplay in one day. He goes like, you stand there, slept off it. I was like, what is this fellow doing? This screenplay prize is dependent on our overall championship. And I said, no, this is not happening. I like got up from my place. I finished the whole play, went and did the play and all of those things. That play fetched us first prize. We got the first prize and all of that. Not just that, after that Shastra University noticed the level of street play that's happening there. And right now, if you go to Shastra University, there is one super duper culture of street play happening there with the Sangam called the Tamil Sangam inside Shastra University. And whenever I go there, I gone there to mentor them, I gone there to judge them. They keep telling me saying that one day that you did that day has inspired us to do all of these things. And I just got over, I got into a job, got into a theatre job, and all of that. Balaji, he went off to Dubai as a cultural coordinator for some international school there because he married somebody there. He found me on Facebook, he was messaging me, and that time I felt saying, something is missing. Because when he was there, he pushed me. He was illogical, untalented, not doing, just being lazy. But he pushed me to go out of my comfort zone and do things. And because he did all of those things, I was able to do crazy stuff, which I'm not doing right now. I'm sitting behind my laptop, going, teaching children, coming back and doing all of those things. And while chatting with him, I told him, saying, Anna, you know what, I think you should come back and start pushing me. Because when you were there, I did so many things that I'm not doing right now. That was the conversation. He said, okay, I'll see you later and all those things. This conversation was some 10, 12 years back. But after that, I did not think about it. I see some updates on Facebook saying he's done some, I'm sure he's pushing some trainer over there and doing things. But today morning, I thought, though they're not talented, though they are not hardworking, maybe they're not leading the examples, they could still be our mentors. No? Thank you.
Thank you, Master John. So I think one minute silence, evaluate that. And if you're sitting here now?
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes, all right. Yes.
Sorry.
Are you introduced me in? Is it my time about stage?
We have given 1 minute silence for the evaluators for the passion previously.
Yes, right, section.
Okay, begins now. So we have this distinguished Toastmaster Raghavan Sridhar here. I remember him very much because when myself and John came for the first time for fellow Toastmasters, he was giving his educational speech on that day also. So when he was speaking about in search of the championship, and he is a Toastmaster since 2012, currently working as a product development speaker. He is district champion in ISC contest 2022, district finalist in evaluation and TT contest, blogger, violinist, and a passionate cricketer. And most importantly, he is an amazing father. I think he mentioned once that his 6-year-old daughter is his inspiration. Over to you, Deacon Raghavan. Thank you.
Core qualities of good. So first we will look at what evaluation is. Second, we will look at 4 qualities of a great evaluation. And then finally, in a small segment, we will look at the contests, the ballot sheets in a contest, right? And at this stage, I also want to ask, where is my timer?
Here, can you see here?
Yes, I can see. Can you show me a green, yellow, red? Let me see if I can. Okay, I can see it. Okay, good. Great. So yeah, let's quickly get on with it, right? So these are the 3 segments you will see. First, we'll try to understand what an evaluation is. Then 4 qualities of a great evaluation that you must inculcate in yourself as well. And then finally, quick look at the contest ballot sheets so that you can do well. Because understand this, right? In a contest specifically, it's not the best evaluations that win. It's the evaluation that scores the maximum number of points. And so we will take a look at the ballot sheets as well. Okay. And finally, if time permits, we'll have a quick couple of questions and then we will wrap it up. So let's get started. First of all, and this is where I want you all to answer. And judging by how the answers came, it's audible. I don't see any problem. So tell me this, right? What is evaluation? When I say evaluations, what do you understand by it? Go ahead, answer. Some of you must have an answer. What is an evaluation?
Evaluation is when
Yes.
I always think evaluation is a gift that anybody gets when they go up and speak on stage, because I always say when somebody gives you a feedback or evaluates you, thank them wholeheartedly, because nobody does that wholeheartedly.
So evaluation is a gift. Okay, well done. Good try. What else? What else do you have as an answer? Are you having to speak on a mic? And so, okay. Sorry if that's
Suggestion to
logistical
improve
challenge.
someone.
Suggestion to improve someone. Okay. What else?
So in my perspective, so evaluation is adding value to the speaker's efforts.
Adding value to a speaker's effort. Brilliant. One more answer before we go on.
Measure of quality.
Measure of quality, right? All of you are close. We are there. It is important to understand this, right? Because when you understand what evaluation truly is, then the entire perspective of how you deliver them changes. Now, let me ask you a counter question, or a question that brings you another dimension. Most of you know reviews, right? How many of you here watch movie reviews before you go to a movie? Raise your hands. Right? I save my money too. So I watch reviews first and then go to a movie and learn if it works. So what's the difference between a review and an evaluation? I'm sorry, you have to again spread the mic, my friend. But yeah, what's the difference? And I think throughout the session, you can keep the mic somewhere there because we'll continue to interact. Yeah, okay. What's the difference between?
Review will be more of point of views, but
Hmm,
evaluation
brilliant.
will have some feedbacks, like feedbacks.
First off was spot on. Second part of the answer, not so much. Try more. Review, you're right. It has a point of view. What is an evaluation? How is it different from an evaluation?
I think review is where I tell what I saw.
Okay.
Evaluation is where I help them become better by telling them what could become better.
I try again. Try again. Review is telling them what you saw. What is an evaluation?
A review is someone's personal feedback.
Brilliant.
Evaluation should be based on some standards.
Mm.
There should be some
And so in a contest, what standard do you follow? I understand pathways. In pathways, you will have a evaluation sheet.
Yeah,
In a contest.
Yeah, evaluation is based on some points on which we have to evaluate. For example, in a essay competition, we have to evaluate based on the main facts of the topic and how they represent, like that. Some based on some basic things, we should stick on to that points to evaluate something. But reviews, there is no perfect points for the review, because one's personal thing, we can review anything, but evaluation is we have to stick on to that.
Not so close. Anyone else? But not wrong either. but I think the definition needs to become a little more specific. We will get there. Any other answers? Any other tries? The difference between a review and an evaluation? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will go for it myself. Okay, someone's answering. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
I said, looks like no more suggestions.
Okay, all right. See, if I were to tell you with metaphors, right? A review is like how you are seeing me right now on a screen through a digital platform, right? So my camera quality, your display quality, both of them have limitations. There is a field of view and there is a specific internet bandwidth challenges. So we see through multiple filters. So a review is a very biased, very strongly opinionated perception or a point of view. And it is just that. It is unapologetic and it is a biased personal opinion of any one individual. Whereas an evaluation is like looking at the mirror. How many of you have mirrors at home? Raise your hands. That's a trick question. All of you are supposed to raise, right? So when you look at the mirror, what do you see? When I look at the mirror, what do I see? We see ourselves, right? The truth reflecting back at us. And so a review is a very subjective opinion point of view, whereas an evaluation is still subjective because it still depends on the mirror you are seeing, whether it's a rear view mirror on the car or whether it's a big, huge portrait mirror or it's a small circular mirror. There is still a point of view, but the reflection is absolutely true. There is no color to it. There is no hue to it. There is no convex concave shapes to it. There is no crack right in the middle. So a review can be a completely biased opinion, whereas an evaluation must be a fair, truthful assessment of however the situation appeared, however the speech was. Meaning, when you go and evaluate, yes, it is your personal evaluation, sure, but you must reflect the truth. So if a speech was good, you need to say the speech was good. Just because the speaker is your enemy, you can't just go and say, hey, the speech was bad. Or if the speech was bad, which many of us do, don't go out there and try to say, hey, that is a very good speech, but if something is great, you must say it's great. If something is average, you must find the right word, right grammar, right emotions, and right empathy and say exactly that. So just understand this. A good evaluation is like a reflection on the mirror. It is true, it is uncolored, it is unbiased, and it is exactly the truth. Now, how many of you have mirrors? Raise your hands again. How many of you have mirrors at home? Yeah, I see some hands raised. Yeah, so tell me this, what's the brand of your mirror? Right? What's the brand of your mirror? None of us know, right? In all of evolution of mankind, none of us know the brand of our mirrors. You know why? Because the brand of the mirror does not matter. Meaning you as a speaker, when you become an evaluator, when you become the mirror, your brand does not matter. Your language does not matter. Your skill sets does not matter. Your club doesn't matter. Area division doesn't matter. Your capabilities do not matter. Your DTM status doesn't matter. Whether you're a new Toastmaster or old Toastmaster does not matter. So what matters in a mirror? The reflection is what matters the most in a mirror. Meaning when you are an evaluator who is becoming like the mirror, what matters is the speaker. Have you helped the speaker grow? Are you reflecting the truth about the speaker? Are your recommendations supporting the speaker? Are you able to add value to the speaker? Like someone was saying, evaluation is a gift. So is that gift a productive gift, a useful gift, or is it just a gift you like? For your birthday, I can buy you a gift that I like. What good is that to you? Unless our tastes are aligned. So an evaluator must be able to speak the truth, but must also remember that it is always about the speaker and not about himself or herself. And so if you understand this, half the battle is won. Because when you're doing evaluations, you tend to turn the attention away from you and onto the speaker, and that's where magic starts to happen. So yeah, first thing, an evaluation is reflection, and a good evaluator is like a mirror, and in a mirror, the reflection is what matters. Now, let's talk about qualities of a great evaluation. Okay. And this is the title of the session. It's called ABCD. Basically, a gimmick. I can put it in any order. I'm putting it out as ABCD so that you can all remember and take back home. So, 4 qualities of a great evaluation, starting with the letters A, B, C, and D. Okay. Now, the mic has to come to all of you and you have to take a guess. So, tell me the first quality of a great evaluation that starts with the letter A.
Appreciation.
Appreciative. Good try. What else? More answers. More answers. Keep trying. You can do better.
Attention. Attention
Okay. Attention to what?
to the speech.
Yeah. How do you showcase that you have been attentive to the speech? What is that quality that shows that you have been
Maybe listing
attentive?
achievements, listing what are the achievements that person
Yeah.
speaker
No.
had in the speech.
Yeah. So this is where the journey happens, my dear Toastmaster. Right? You are a mirror. A mirror doesn't just show you your achievement. When you go and stand in front of the mirror, what does your mirror tell you? My mirror doesn't just tell me my achievements, what are my good features, right? My mirror also says my hair is ruffled, but it also says, Raghavan, if you comb to the right, your hair will become nicer. So a mirror is not just about achievements, it is not just appreciative. It does show attention, but attention to what and how does it reflect that? Go for it. One more try before I reveal the answer.
Analysis.
How should the analysis be? And so somebody said attention, right? Attention to details and a clearly analytical output. Combine them together, you get A for accuracy. An evaluation must be accurate, meaning you cannot whitewash a speech. Meaning, if there were flaws in the speech, don't go out there and say, wow, outstanding speech. Many of us do that, right? Icebreaker speeches delivered a new Toastmaster in the name of encouraging and giving positivity to the Toastmaster. We say, wow, that was one of the best icebreakers I've ever heard in my life. You know, we know the speaker knows that you are actually just whitewashing. There is also the other side, right? When a speech was bad, you just go, this was a very bad speech. Could have improved. We should do a lot more. Very few Toastmasters thankfully do that, but that happens as well. Sometimes one of the thoughts in our mind is when we talk about evaluation, we think evaluation is about finding faults. So we take a pen and paper and then start noting down fault. The moment a speaker does one mistake, super, and then we sort of milk it, and then keep talking about that one fault, one slip. No. Good evaluation is about being accurate. Pay attention to details, analyze them clearly, and give out an accurate statement out there. Another big mistake many of us do is a speaker gives a quote. Let's say the speaker says, in a gentle way, you can shake the world, said Mahatma Gandhi. And then in the time that you're noting down so fast that when you go out there and you say, the speaker said, in a gentle way, you can rock this world. No, you're not being attentive enough. You have not paid enough attention because he didn't say rock the world, he said shake the world. And immediately the audience and the speaker disconnect from you because they know you have only partially listened to them. You have not taken the entire content in, and then you're just freelancing on the fly. Please don't do that. Be very accurate. Sometimes we mess up the birth dates, sometimes the birthplace, sometimes the college names. They have said one thing, we want to recall it, we want to show that we have paid attention, but we say the wrong things. So ensure you don't do that and be very accurate. Which means if a speech was bad, what should you do? You must say the speech was not great, but please find the right words, right tone, right emotions and facial expressions to share that the speech could have been better. Okay, don't just go out there and say in the name of I am being a mirror, I'm being truthful, and then just don't say, hey, this speech was bad. Don't do that. Okay, be truthful, but be empathetic to the speaker. So A for accuracy. What does B stand for? You still hear me, right?
Balance.
Balance. A mirror is not balanced. A mirror is truthful. Balance is a myth. B for not balanced. What
Biased.
else? No, you should not be biased. No, a value of great evaluation is a lack of bias. Yeah, so no, not biased. Three, two, bold. Accuracy is boldening as well. No, B for brevity or brief. See, when 2 words are enough, use only 2 words. When 5 words are enough, use only 5 words. Some of us have this habit of saying, hey, that was a fantastic speech, Pritika. It was so brilliant. It was amazing. It was so very, very good. Okay, we understand, right? It's enough to just say the speech was great. It is enough to just say, hey, you slipped up there. It is enough to say your anecdotes were brilliant. Move on to the next point. Some of us, we go onto the stage and, you know this happens, right? You say, first of all, Pritika, for example, fantastic speech. You have done your pathways. You have completed your project. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for Pritika. You know what's happening there, right? The evaluator is trying to buy time, or the evaluator is trying to get some positive energy going. So they turn the attention towards the speaker and say, hey, please clap for them. Well done. You know what? That's what the TMOD is there for. As an evaluator, you don't go to the stage and say, hey, let's clap for the speaker. No, you don't do that. That happens because you're buying for. Sometimes we go onto the stage and repeat the topic one more time. Whatever the speaker's topic was, you repeat that topic again. Basically, you're doing that to buy time. Basically, you're doing that to expand and stretch whatever time you have. Don't do it, especially in a contest. You know, how long is an evaluation, friends? How long is a icebreaker speech? Is 4 to 6 minutes, right? How long is the evaluations? What's the time limit for an evaluation for an icebreaker? Oh, every time you're having to take the mic, huh? Somebody shout, let's see if you hear the mic. No, I'm not able to hear you. But okay, keep the mic. I know it's a hassle. See, any evaluation is only 2 to 3 minutes, right? Regardless of how big the speech was, the evaluation is only 2 to 3 minutes, which means every 10 seconds matters. And so if you're losing time by repeating the same point over and over again, like I am doing right now, it is not going to add more value. So be brief. Now, at this point, I want to remind you something. Now, accuracy and brevity, being accurate, being brief, can sometimes come across as being very blunt, as being very rude, because truth is bitter, right? If somebody just speaks the truth all the time, they appear very harsh, very rude, very negative. And so as an evaluator, you must learn to use the right words, right grammar, right facial expressions, right emotions you need to bring in your voice. Ultimately, if you care for the speaker, that will come. I can see the green card. Thank you. If you brought the right emotions out, it will be very evident. So ensure when you're doing accuracy and brevity, you have the right empathy also with you. Okay, let's go to C. What does C stand for? What is the quality of an evaluation that starts with C? Yes, my dear friend, you have to take the mic. I'm very sorry. Why don't you constructive? Why don't you guys keep the mic with yourself and then pass on to whoever raises hand? Poor guy, he's getting up and going around. But okay, constructive, ma'am, if you're brilliant. Yeah, I think somebody got it. Clarity is right. By the way, about constructive, if you're accurate, you're automatically going to be constructive because accuracy is truth and truth is always constructive. But correct answer is clarity. Many evaluators do the mistake of softening the blow. So we tried to say, Raghavan, your stage usage was fantastic. However, this part of the stage alone you didn't use well. Raghavan, your background is fantastic. However, we wish the background noise would have been lesser. Raghavan, the camera positioning was great. However, we wish the camera was a little higher. No, I'm like, okay, are you saying things are okay or are not okay? Sometimes you just keep repeating the same point over and over again that sometimes we lose connection of what you are talking at all. And so in an evaluation, you must be clear to yourself first. What do I want to tell the speaker? Was the background good or not? Was the background noise disturbing or not? Was the eye contact, vocal variety, body structuring, opening in? How was it? There can only be one, whether it was great or it needs to improve. There is no such thing as, oh, it was both. If you do that, it becomes a hassle. People don't understand what you're trying to say. You lose focus as well as an evaluator. So decide what you want to say and say it with absolute clarity. Okay, so we have covered A, B, and C. Now we have to go to D. Now this D is perhaps the criteria that can help you win contests. It's perhaps the differentiating factor between good speakers and champions. It is tough. It is the most challenging aspect. But if you get it right, you can become a champion. So what do you think D is? By the way, do you guys hear a crow and a drilling machine behind me? It's started recently. I want to know if the noise cancelling is good or bad. No? Okay, perfect. Good. What does D stand for?
Direct.
Hmm?
Direct in the sense.
If you're accurate, you're automatically direct, right? So no, not direct.
Delivery.
No.
Dramatic.
No. See, look, imagine a mirror, right? We're talking about a mirror, right? It doesn't matter how dramatic the mirror is, how big or small the mirror is. It doesn't matter how direct or indirect the mirror is. All that matters is the reflection, right? And so if you're dramatic, if your delivery is great, if you are having all the delivery styles, it's great. But yeah, that's not the quality of a great evaluation. So what else is?
Demonstrate.
Close, but yeah, not the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I can understand where you are going with demonstrate. One more try.
Describe.
Almost. I'll tell you. D for depth or D for deep. Now, again, I'm going to ask you the question. Retain the mics with you, whoever was speaking, right? So tell me the common evaluation points, the common recommendations that generally evaluators give.
Usage of stage.
Yeah, stage usage. Brilliant. What else? You ask somebody, you can speak. Oh,
Voice modulation.
I'm sorry. Voice modulation, right? Stage usage, voice modulation. What else?
Gestures.
Body language, gestures. Yeah. One more.
Tone and timbre.
Yeah, voice modulation again, tone, timbre. One more, something to do with the eyes. Eye contact, right? So which means tomorrow if a contest happens right in this hall, 9 out of 10 of you are going to speak on vocal variety, stage usage, body language, eye contact. Yeah, because those are the most easy ones, right? Those are the most commonly used recommendations. Yeah. But then what will separate you and a contest winner? How can you win trophies if all you're doing is repeating what somebody else before you and after you are doing? See, I'm not saying these are unimportant. Okay. Vocal variety, stage usage, body language, eye contact are important. But I'm saying I won't attempt it in a contest. Okay, because I will look at the other things. Now, I tell myself in every contest that Raghavan, let's not speak about vocal variety, body language, eye contact, stage usage. And then I have to start looking at everything else. So tell me, what else can you speak of? If not these four, what else? What else? Give me one or two suggestions quickly. I got the red card. Thank you. I'll wrap up in 30, 35 seconds. What else can you talk of? Quickly, guys. Okay, the mic is going up. Yes, please.
The flow of the speech.
Yeah. So I'll give you some examples, right? Because this is critical. You can talk about the flow of the speech. You can talk about the script writing. You can talk about the character detailing. You can talk about the truth in the speech. You can talk about how suspense was built in the speech. You can talk about how powerfully or impactfully silence was used. You can talk about how words were used to convey power or the lack of it. We can talk about how the speaker used, of course, the stage, but in a choreographed manner where one set of the story happened in one part of the stage, the other story happened in the other part of the stage, so on and so forth. And so you go one step deeper, you break the surface and move away from being shallow, and you go deeper. And when you go that deeper, right, in a contest, let's assume 7, 8 contestants are speaking. 6 of them are going to talk about vocal variety, body language, eye contact, stage usage. They are very important points, sure, but they're not the only point, right? And so as an evaluator, if you challenge yourself and try to look at one step deeper, who knows, you have more chances of winning. Right. So we saw what an evaluation is. It is a reflection. It is a truthful assessment. We understood that a good evaluation is like a reflection on the mirror. We know that the brand of a mirror does not matter. It's only the reflection that matters. And we then saw the A, B, C, and D of evaluations. I don't know who has the mic. If you have the mic, you can speak up and say, what does A, B, C, D stand for? Okay, the mic is going on a walk again. Okay, accuracy, brevity, clarity, and depth. That's what the ABCD stands for. Now, I will offline send the ballot sheet to Pritika and to Bharat, and of course to your VPPR as well. Take a look at it. It has 4 segments: analysis, recommendation, technique, and summary. 40, 30, 15, 15. Analysis 40, recommendation 30, technique 15, summary 15. And the most important point I want to tell you about this ballot sheet is, even if the red card comes like it has come now, don't panic and close. Breathe, take 10 seconds, summarize the entire evaluation for the audience, and then leave the stage. Because if you don't do that, you will straight away lose 15 points. And then you're writing exam only for 85 marks, which is not good habit at all. Right? Okay, that's my time. I hope you have enjoyed the session. I have enjoyed it. Once again, I'm extremely sorry for this, but I hope you have enjoyed the session and you took some learnings from it. Judging by how the mic has to run away from one place to another, I will take questions from you offline. Please share it with Pritika. Whatever questions you have, I will send you a voice note in reply and you will converse there. Thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters, for having me. Once again, thank you, Pritika, for inviting me. I'm so very sorry again for all this. But yeah, I have enjoyed it. Thank you so much. It was a great experience.
Thank you, sir. If anyone have any questions, you can ask. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful session as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure. I will drop now with your permission. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
thank
have a good contest, everyone. All the very best. Thank you.
Nobody.
Ask more energetically.
Nobody. Okay. So I was talking about 4 key points in crafting of content. So how many of you can tell what are they? Like
Know your audience.
Know your audience. Okay.
Crafting and company story.
Very good. Okay. So knowing your audience and crafting a compelling story. And then engagement tactics. So if you use Instagram or YouTube, you would have heard this like subscribe, like, share. So these are the engagement criteria. So same applies to the public speaking, like how likable you are as a speaker. So that can be measured using your audience's reaction. So how do you like this speech? I'm asking questions. That's good. Yeah. So yeah, like this. So that like this, you have to measure the audience response through this engaging questions or enrolling questions. Okay, this is engagement tactics. The last one is feedback and analytics. I think we had a good session for the feedback. So evaluation and feedback should not stop there. It should be analyzed by the speaker and by the audience also. So how the speaker spoke, how the evaluator gave the evaluation. So all these things should be addressed by the audience and the speaker also. So when you when you do the analysis of the evaluation given by your evaluator, your speech, the next speech will improve a lot. So these are the 4 key points which we use in social media management. I am just comparing that with the public speaking. So know your audience is better, then create a compelling story, and then engagement practice, and then analysis, feedback and analysis. So with this, I now hand over the stage to the very interesting session, table topic session. So the table topic master for today is Toastmaster Fatih.
Good evening to the fellow Toastmasters. So today I'm going to play a role of table topic master. This is one of my favorite elements in the table, in the Toastmasters. Because this is the one session, we put ourselves forcefully into the stage, like voluntarily speaking, impromptu speaking, and especially the unprepared speeches. So today, what we are going to say is, we have been seeing different table topics. Today, what we are going to say is entirely different. We are going to play a kind of a mind game. Alright? So, today table topic is divided into 2 sessions. One would be what will happen. I want everyone to be volunteered for this particular divided session. That would be, to put you, I'll just quickly summarize what is the mind game will. For everybody, for everyone, we are trying to understand, every individual is internally organized, our an actions is different. All the actions, everyone is individual, right? We have a sense of emotion. When you sense something, you will get an emotion which connected with the emotion is an action. Now I'm going to tell one object for you, and you have to imagine that, okay? Let me tell you dog. What is the first thing come in your mind?
Labrador.
Because we have a type of dogs, Labrador dog, German Shepherd, Beagle, right? And for some of them will be different kind of dog, because one person will have a different kind of dog and another in mind will have a different kind of dog. Who are all seen a dog who's a childhood favorite dog? I want to raise the hands. To see the toe. Okay. Next would be, how many of you, as soon as you see the dog, you get a kind of fear? Because everyone has different kind of emotions and actions, right? So similar like that, next I'm going to represent you the same image, wet dog. Wet dog. So I'm willing to tell, the wet dog, when I told you, I'm definitely sure that you would have not seen the same dog. You would have seen a different dog. When I told you the first as a dog, some of you seen as a dog as only as an image, some of you seen as a cartoon dog, some of you seen as a dog in the movie, right? And similar like that, when you told you a pet dog, similar like that, your emotions would have changed to the dog, right? So this is how now we are going to play a game. I'm going to tell you to pick an object. So as soon as you see the object, I want you to contemplate and think through what is the first moment is capturing in your mind, and you have to speak out. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
As you are volunteered for the first session, I want some of the volunteers to come on the stage and pick the object. I thought you were coming as an volunteer one. Shall I call the names?
Recording stopped.
Anyone? Santosh.
No need to use them.
No need to use them. I want you to pick this object. Okay. As soon as you see the object, what is the first movement which is capturing in your mind? It would be pleasant, fear, afraid. What is the kind of emotion which you are getting triggered in the mind first? That you are. You pick the object and I'll tell you. Okay, car. The questions which I'm going to tell you. See, we have all type of vehicles. We have cycle, bike, car, aeroplane, we have all type of things. Which is the favorite vehicle in your childhood and why? You have to talk.
As a child, we usually play games. When I go to my uncle's house, I started playing a game called VTC. Probably most of the people used to play that. Then there are several cheat codes. One is used to run fast, one is used to kill enemies, and there is a cheat code called Panzer. In that, the tank will drop somewhere near us. We can just enter it and nobody can stop us. We can just go everywhere, and when you have a 5-star police mission, we can just literally burst the police car without dropping single HP. Like I wonder the vehicle tank which is used in Indian military and some other things. And in some YouTubes, I also watched how a Panzer is made and what it consists of, a missile launching and certain things. Yeah. Over to you.
Thank you for acknowledging this and you have somehow summarized the vehicle topic. Thank you, Santosh. And anyone else? Then I'll invite a guest. I want to. Yes?
It's the same car.
Yes. Okay, we have a camera.
Whenever I see the camera, I used to think of movies only. So, from my childhood, I am very much fond of watching movies. So, when I see this camera, I recollect my childhood memories of watching movies.
Because few of them would be seen as this camera as in, old time cameras when we used to take for schools and colleges for the trip, or some of them would have seen different kinds of emotions we have. Okay, great. Anyone else? Sir, one more question. Yes. And just stop it there. You don't have to see it. You have to just.
As a child, I was crazy about cars. And there used to be these exhibitions in the Fort area, and I used to go with full of money. Money means, let me say, 5 paise like that. And buy all, whatever car that I can buy with that money, I could buy. Come home, dismantle everything. And never was able to assemble it back. But then this craze for cars finally made me do my automobile engineering. So I am a qualified automobile engineer. I was in the design, quality, testing, sales and marketing. So my craze for cars continues, and I was designing cars, not the cars, the engine, the transmission, and all that. So my dream came true. That's about it, and my name is also car.
That's so nice.
That's all. Thank you.
I think someone has, described that this whole story with the car, we never found it, this small time will be kind of like, grab your all your kind of future job and automobile thing. Happy for that. Anyone else? At least from this side of the group, I expect you to participate. This is all small guys. This can easily connect to anyone. You have to pick the first one. Mirror. What is the first thing? What is the first woman will have captured in your mind as soon as you saw the woman? You want to pick this other object? Dog. Can you represent the dog? Dogs.
I don't see this as a dog. I don't see this as a soft dog. Because it's all about what we do when we are kids as a kid. As a kid, I would see this as a soft dog.
So that is the first thing which are captured in your mind. It's a soft toy.
Yeah, I was fond of soft dogs. The thing is, I won't buy, but I like this. But I never buy a soft dog. It's like I used to make soft toys using waste cloths, wooden threads. So if I didn't remember the crafts, I should consider.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes, I encourage everyone to participate on this. So you can easily analyze which is the first moment is captured in your fish.
Sunday afternoon, everybody had fish, I think so. But fish is very much connected with me from my childhood. I used to grow fishes in a small mug when we were small. We go and buy small fishes with whatever pocket money we get. One day I was buying colored golden fishes and kept in my jug. When my mother was getting down from the stairs, I used to keep the jug near the stairs so that they will get enough sunlight. As we had in our biology lab, used to say sunlight is good for the living organisms, something like that. So my mother was getting down from the staircase, unknowingly she took the jug. So all the fishes got away. They were just, I don't get the term of how they were wanting for life. So I told my mother, one day you will roll down from the stairs. That fishes will save you. My brother is like, one day you will get asthma, that fish will save you. Like everybody in the family started telling everything about the fishes, whatever they have in their mind by seeing the fish. That's all. Thank you so much.
I was quite amazed how Abhidasha has really connected her childhood experiences and how he connected his mind and emotions. All these altercations what she has deliberately given us. It's such a wonderful thing what he did. Anyone else? I think I have to take this object.
Okay,
You want to pick anyone?
What? The first thing that I got to know from was playing. Playing cricket, that's what. So the question is, the first
What is the first thing is captured in video? As soon as you saw the objects.
Toastmasters, if you see ball, it is important because Earth is itself the ball. And our wheel is in the round shape because it is also in the round shape. And without ball, you can't play cricket. This is a very famous sport in India. And I got nostalgia because this color, this blue color, is the first group of balls which I got from my nephew, and because of which I got scolded as well. Because my sister said that there are so many balls, why you bought this ball? Now, anything else that comes to my mind? Actually, no. I want to speak something else because I often get complaint that you always see timer and you complete it and you go back. What to speak about ball? Ball is a ball. It's a scale letter of alphabets. B for ball. B for ball. Apple, apple, which is also in ball shape. Thank you.
Thank you. I think no one will expect such a summarization of football. Engage everyone else with the humor. Thank you for the elaborately given summarization of football. Anyone else? Okay. That's we come to the end of this table talk session. So I'll just give you a key point to everyone. Whenever you see an object, don't see as an object. Just concentrate your mind. What is the first thing come to your mind? And always just correlate with the emotion. When you see when you see a kind of a new book, when the smell is kind of tempting, you always feel the spoon nowadays. So similar like that, try to observe the things which are around you and try to connect with the emotions. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmasters. So now we are going to the third section of our meeting, that is evaluation. So today is, okay, so the general evaluator is Toastmaster Monish. To call upon a team.
Thank you, everybody. As our team would say, we are in the last session of our meeting and we should be evaluation. We will start with impact speech evaluation, and for that we have evaluator Toastmaster Ramesh to give evaluation on Toastmaster chance speech.
Good evening, all of you. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Toastmasters John for successfully completing this level 2 project 3. So my evaluation report, on the positive note, let me just start with it. So where did you excel? You are a very good storyteller. Because today's presentation, the way you presented is a testament that you are a very good storyteller. And the effortlessness, the way you were on the floor was amazing. You're so effortless, and it showed a lot of comfortness on the stage. The way you took the story, we all went into the Shastra University. And we were just thinking, oh, how Shastra University would look like. And your body language and words complemented each other. The way you wanted to express, it all came with body language. No single word was without body language. Every word has a body language. And you have the natural way of captivating the audience. The way you speak, the way you interact with the people is amazing. So those are the areas you have excelled at. Let me just come to the areas where you have to work on. You may work on. Your speech was very good. This evaluation is to make the speech a better one, which can lead to excellent category, from good to excellent. Having known your caliber of being a great artist and a great speaker here, this do it now. This was your topic. I think this should have been used in your speech. We couldn't find that element anywhere, though it was the topic that was not mentioned in your speech at all. You have very good fluency, but you have to work on the pace. You are at times too fast, where we find it difficult to come along with you. If you can cut out the pace a bit and give some good pauses, I think we'll all get good benefit out of your speech. And I expected that reinforcement of your topic at the end at least, so that you are all charged. Okay, do it now. With that, we wanted to get out of the Toastmasters Club today evening, but what I expected was missing. So in short, in summary, your speech was very captivating and you are truly a master storyteller and you have a very good body language, and the areas where you need to work on is reinforcing your topic and working on your pace. Thank you so much. Malvi, clap, clap.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Now we will have a bookmaster session so that our Toastmaster Bharat has time for this evaluation. I'd like to call Toastmaster Fatima for bookmaster session.
So the people who already been in the last week's session who know that I have created as a page master book. Last week the book I suggested is Everybody is Saying what everybody is saying. It's basically to decode the human movement. If you already started reading this book, and I wanted to tell you this book is also following the great book. Before I tell you about this book, let me ask you a question. How are everyone feeling today? Okay? Great. How are you feeling to be pretending as an okay, as an appearance? In mind, how you are feeling is a not okay. I want you to raise your hands so that I can see the responses.
Normal.
Normal, okay, great. This is a book called I Am Okay, You Are Okay by Thomas A. Harris. This is such an insightful and fascinating book about related to psychology. If you are into decode about the human body language, this is a great combination to read the psychology related as well. This book is a cornerstone of a wall. How is the book I Am Okay and You Are Okay? The author is clearly defined as a transaction analysis. What is a transaction analysis is a unique approach of your solving problem, because everyone has the uniquity of solving a different kind of problem, right? Personal based, professional based. So this is a great book. If you start reading a book like this, so you will have a unique approach of identifying your problems and solving your problems. And also what this author says is transaction analysis, he put us in 4 commandments. One is child, adult, parenthood, okay endings. This kind of a commandments he has given. This book will take an entire journey, how your childhood and the transformation journey as a child, how you are transforming your journey as an adult and a parenthood. This is a kind of, they have the 4 strokes of this book, because I'll tell you a simple example. Nowadays, for a child, we used to give instructions to the child. For instance, if the knife is there, we used to give an instruction to the child to take it, don't touch it. So the kind of fear is already there in the child, but we never give the information why you should do it. So similar like that, we used to tell them, don't put the towel on the bed. And someone will be following the same, will be, don't put the towel on the bed. But what is the behind the reason for that? You are not telling that. So as soon as the child grows, what we see is that life as a thread. Obviously, it is a life thread, but also the parent should give a kind of an information. So similar like that, parents say don't tell lies, but they do tell lies. For instance, we tell to the as an adult, don't smoke, but some of the parents smoke in front of their adults. So for them, it's kind of an, they don't have an adequate data, because the child will put us in kind of a confusion and fear which message should take it. So this is why this book, you start reading it, how the child, adult, parenthood is the transaction analysis entirely. I urge you to read this book from front to back. You will get an amazing kind of an information which will lead you to life where you have a unique approach of the problem. Also, this author has a practical guide of transaction analysis which says hundreds of thousands of people found this phenomenal breakthrough as a psychotherapy, as a turning point in their life. This is an insensible okay. I am not okay, you are okay. I am not okay, you are not okay. I am okay, you are not okay. So at the last, I am okay, you are okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will move on to evaluation.
Yes,
That
the
is
1969.
evaluation on evaluator. For that, I would like to call Toastmaster Madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. So yeah, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Ramesh evaluation on John's speech. So first of all, let me point out what are the things that I like in evaluation when it comes to giving constructive feedback as an evaluator. So first of all, when it comes to his introduction, he clearly mentioned the objective of what he is going to look at in this speech. I mean, in John's speech as an evaluator, and he also gave the like what is the project he is currently doing. So those are the most important things that you have to do as an evaluator. And when it comes to his report, so firstly, I would like to point out some of the things that he has done correctly during his evaluation report. So firstly, he started off saying what are the positives that he found in his speech. Say for example, he mentioned about storytelling and comfortness in the stage, and then the body language. So he followed actually a method called sandwich, where you are going with the positives first, and then you are coming to the suggestions, and you are finally summarizing both. So this is a commonly followed method of giving evaluation. So he followed that particular method, and yeah, so that was well done. So some of the things that I feel that we could improve while giving an evaluation is, so I always prefer saying when you are evaluating somebody's speech, so you can always prefer using third person. Say for example, instead of directly speaking to John, you can say it in a generalized way. So ladies and gentlemen, if you look at Toastmaster John's speech, so this is a thing that I have felt this has been stood out, or this is a thing that I felt this could have been improved. So when you put it in a general way, so it will help the audience and John, and also it will help overall you as overall it will help you as to provide a performance on a stage, right? And the second thing is, so you clearly mentioned about the very good suggestion on how John has not clearly connected his topic to the title. I think you could have added more value to that suggestion by, say for example, maybe you can say like how you can connect the topic to that particular story that he has done. Say for example, if I was the evaluator, I would say, so during your conclusion, you have a very beautiful title, do it now. When you pass it and say, do it now. So that will make more impact when you are saying it during your conclusion, because the topic is just not kept as a topic, but you have to rightly connect it to your speech, so that it will create more value to your speech and it will easily create impact to the audience. So probably you could have done that. And the other thing is, so actually your you'll be evaluating the person on how he's speaking about this mentorship and all these things, right? But I think I was just looking for some point that as an evaluator, he will be saying how he connected that particular objective in his speech. I was just looking for that one point. And yeah, so other than that, I also was expecting some more suggestions for the positives. So you have given a lot of positive things. So if you have given some examples, so that would have add more value to your positive recommendations. So and one more thing, you beautifully summarized with all the positives and the things to improve, because which is a very important thing when you are doing an evaluation. You always need to summarize. I think that's it from my side. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now we will move on to acting report. For that, I would like to call time of first. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Today, one speaker speaker Toastmaster John, 7 minutes 22 seconds. Evaluator Ramesh, Toastmaster Ramesh, taking a time 3 minutes 28 seconds. taking 3 minutes 27 seconds. Our education training having 28 minutes 30 seconds. For tabletop master, that Toastmaster Santosh taking a 1 minute 5 seconds. Toastmaster Dr. Ravishankar sir 30 seconds. Actually, minimum 1 minute to be speaking, minimum time. I think you may be taken. And Karthikeyan sir taking 1 minute 8 seconds. Toastmaster Jayavani taking 52 seconds. You need to improve on it. Toastmaster Abhita sir 1 minute 19 seconds. Toastmaster Monish 1 minute 38 seconds.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to second player, Raghavan.
Today, Toastmaster Vani used okay and so many times in her speech, and Toastmaster Balaji used repeatedly. Toastmaster Ramesh used only once, and there were no filler words in his speech. Toastmaster John used just many times in his speech. Toastmaster Fatima repeatedly used this and so. This would be avoided. Toastmaster John, can I ask 3 questions as listener, please? Just 3 questions to check whether all are right. Okay. The first question is, somebody from the group said he likes Vijay's song so much. Who is that?
Is this the question one?
Yes, no, not
Srinath.
for the Srinath. Okay. What is the color of the camera that Toastmaster Fatima showed? Pink and another color is white. Okay. And 2 colleges was mentioned by our Toastmaster John today. What are those 2 colleges? Shastra University, right? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we will move on to the final player, that is remaining. For that, I'd like to call Toastmaster Sridhar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. Good evening to all. Today, Toastmaster Fatima used the word of the day, contemplate. And I have not found any improper language in any of the speech. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Brigadier. Now it's time for gender elevator. Starting with meeting timings, we started on time at 3:30, and we are almost on time. Actually, we are 5 minutes late. For example, break we are supposed to start at 4:25. We started at 4:30, and finally evaluation session should start by 4:56. We started at 5:01. We are almost 5 minutes late. Since we are focusing more on quality, I am also focusing on timings as well. That is with respect to timing and venue setup. One thing was missing, except everything, only one thing was missing today, about meeting setup. Camera was set up, chairs, and these things, online setup, everything that only one thing was not set up properly. Bird. Yeah, bird. It was half set up, either it should be fully planned or it should be fully filled. That is okay. Yeah. So since we are focusing more on quality, I am saying these, noticing these minute details. Moving on to TMOD, with respect to content, I don't have any suggestions that I wanted to give. It was very informative and you summarized very well in 4 points. And so that is standard operating procedure. I found one miss, that is, it should be name, title, name. It was reversed. You get a title, name, title. Because this is important. If you are a contest master, if you say this thing, entire session has to restart. So that is one thing. And guest is welcomed very well. And we also, TMOD also explained about the parts of meeting. for the guest. 3 parts we explained. Everything else is followed except that only oneness. And with respect to education session, only thing was volume was low. What we can do for that is we could have that session recorded. We have already recorded. We can post it in our WhatsApp group so that we can use it. And during break, I found only one thing. This is not the first time. This I noticed for a few last few times. We have a friendship gang. I noticed few people, for example, Vani, Monica, Kritika, everybody. We restrict ourselves into one gang. So even I myself do those things. I request everybody to mingle with everybody. That is with respect to break. Table topic session. Table topic master not only given a topic, she also kind of summarized and gave her opinion at the end of each topic and in the end of the table topic session itself. That was good. One suggestion from my end is we can prioritize non-role takers. For example, if Jaymali is not in the roles, we can ask her to speak so that everybody has a spoken use this stage somewhere or other. Getting my point, right? Right. Yeah. We can have non-role players too. We can prioritize them. That is one suggestion that I have for table topic session. Otherwise, table topic master did a really great job. You also brought in properties, which was engaging, and questions. Topics were simple, but also complicated. Because since I remembered of an example, drumstick. It's a very easy thing to cook, but you can only do a normal thing with drumstick. You can't make a very special dish out of it. So our topic was simple, but also kind of complicated.
God wasn't doing.
So thank you, table topic master. Finally, evaluations, prepared speeches. We have our table topic. DTM Ramesh gave a very detailed report. I don't have further suggestion on it. Fact team report. Timer. One suggestion is that it was a detailed report, by the way. Only thing that you can also give report on how overall meeting was. Since I have mentioned that we are running, break was supposed to be this much and we ran out of this much time. Maybe we can add that in there. One suggestion is if you gave a very detailed report, who has to improve on what? That is the purpose of our counter, is to give feedback, is to be a better and give feedback on filler words. One suggestion, if a person is not using any filler words, you can also appreciate them, saying that you didn't use the filler words. That's one thing. And grammar. I want to speak on grammar because the word of the day was good in the sense the importance of grammar is to have enough words so that we don't use a repetitive words. For example, today's word of the day is contemplate, which is synonym for thinking. It's not so complicated, at the same time not so familiar. It's in the middle. Our word of the day should be in that way. We have a word of the day which we can use. In some sessions, Toastmasters session, I have seen very bizarre kind of word of the days which we can't use in our replace in our day-to-day sessions. In that way, word of the day is good. I'd like to have these kind of word of the days in the future. That's it with respect to my report as a general educator. I think I have covered everybody. Now, thank you. And over to PMO.
So now we have come to the end of the session. So without any further delay, I would like to hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Toastmasters is like a family. We celebrate minor achievements, be it major or minor. We celebrate achievements of every Toastmasters as a family member. Today, I wanted to announce or appreciate one of our club members. Is kind of partially transitioning his career from being a design engineer to regional business manager of an automobile parts manufacturing company. It's our Toastmaster Balaji. Can we all give a big round of applause? Congratulations on your new job.
Thank you.
So now it's time to decide the best role players, best evaluators. Please vote for that in the ballots. Ballots will be shared with the guest group, so you can also vote.
Didn't happen, but it is included in the executive where the motion was telling. One thing was missing. I was expecting he was asking about the
You can win.
Okay.
You can talk. What's the time?
5 minutes.
We have 3 more minutes.
Okay.
After that,
We have Toastmasters.
yes.
We have.
Yeah.
Not
Not in agenda. It's okay, no problem. I have prepared. I have bunch books. It's a classroom scenario. What if your English teacher asks you, what weighs nothing at all? What weighs nothing at all, but as large as an elephant? It's a shadow of an elephant. And it's a PT period. Zoology ma'am want to take that PT period. Or they both were looking at each other like dogs and cell phones. Why? Cell phones. Everybody were wearing collar IDs. In a break, everybody having a lot. Few of the students are having crab lollipop. They were sharing with their friends, though they are non-vegetarians. Why? Not diabetic, I forgot. It's a joke. And in the computer lab, it's a computer practical, computer lab refused to turn on the AC saying that it's cool. In the afternoon it was hot. She refused to turn on the AC.
For computers.
For computer practicals lab, in lab. You're supposed to be in AC, right? She refused. Because
Electricity.
no, a student in the previous class left a window open.
I can educate a student.
What if zebras visited Saudi? How they will be called?
Visited Saudi.
Saudi, RUAE. Algebras. That's all my joke. Thank you so much.
So it's a time to receive some feedback from all of us.
Feedback I want to give is this is the only forum where you can build up your leadership skills and as well as communication skill. And the way all the participants are projecting themselves, I feel motivated. I'm seeing all the persons right from the speaker of the day. Everyone is so confident in the way they are speaking. So I feel motivated, and it's a very great group as well. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback, sir. If we had time disqualification today? No? You will not be disqualified only if you exceed the time limit. You also have to talk to the minimum time limit in the table topics segment. Many have not touched up the minimum time limit, and it was like a conversation between you and the PT master. It should be like a speech. You should face the audience and speak to at least some minute. So are the ballot results ready? So who's the best speaker? John. The one and only speaker, Toastmaster John. Even if we have multiple speakers, the probability of John making is very high. So I want you all to cooperate with John. Best table topic speaker. Toastmaster Paul can also fetch you this. Best role player, book master, Toastmaster 5. Best role player goes to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster 1. And finally, the best evaluator of the day goes to Toastmaster Ramesh. With this, we are adjourned.